My thought of a perfect marriage was one of romance, great communication, having a great home. I was doing my best to be the perfect wife to him and be... Actually, I was being fake. I was in college, put myself through school, and I was a waitress. And Jeff came into the place that I was working one day, and he walked in, and I looked over and I saw this man that was just unbelievably handsome.
The first time I walked in, I thought, wow, she could be the one.
And I thought, who in the heck is that?
She was beautiful. She was everything I had ever dreamed about in a wife, and actually asked her out for a date.
We were in love with each other. I couldn't sleep well. I had butterflies all the time, and he seemed to have the same.
Probably 9 months after we started dating, Cheryl had to go off to Dayton, Ohio for some training.
When I came back, Jeff picked me up from the airport, whisked me off to one of our favorite restaurants. The waitress came back to our table.
And pulls up the top of the platter, and there's a box.
It had a big bow on it. And I thought, oh my gosh, he's gonna ask me to marry him.
And she said yes.
We were whisked off to wonderful Southern California for our life together.
And it was all about just, you know, how much money could we make? We bought a house with a beautiful ocean view.
We had all the things of the world. We could spend money, go shopping, buy the right clothes.
I thought our marriage was going great.
I thought we had the perfect life. What started to happen to me was there was what I would call a numbness that started to happen. I didn't understand it. I started getting angry inside. As I was feeling emptier and emptier and emptier, I started putting more time into my job. The men at work were paying a lot of attention to me, and I enjoyed it. One year, I went to our national sales meeting. I started talking to a man that I had known for a long time, and he started talking about his marriage and how he wasn't happy. And I thought, oh my gosh, that sounds like me. This man flew into California, into Los Angeles, to meet with me one day. And I'm embarrassed to say this, but we met at a hotel, and that's when the relationship became physical and when I succumbed to a full-blown adulterous affair. One day, I just broke. Jeff walked into the room and he saw me crying, which was kind of rare for me. I didn't really cry a lot. And he said,
"What's going on?" And she said, "Nothing." And I said, "No, come on, tell me what's up." And she said, "I'm not sure I love you. In fact,
I don't know if I've ever loved you."
And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
And Jeff stepped back and he tried to put his arms around me, and I just shunned him. I sat back. I thought divorce was the answer. And that's what I started to pursue.
I was at home one evening reading the girls a bedtime story, and the doorbell was ringing, and it's the sheriff serving me with divorce papers. You know, I signed for the papers, headed back up the stairs, finished reading the bedtime story to the girls, put them down, and then just basically went crazy. Went downstairs, I'm like, what is this all about?
And I was cold. I was cold to him. I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't want to go to counseling. I didn't want to make the marriage work. And so I divorced him on August 21st, 1992.